and today I have the pleasure to be joined by.
Hey Seb, how are you?
I'm really good, mate. Can you tell us a little bit about your new video and single, Cyberlust, and its ideas and inspirations, which are pretty self-explanatory, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm always I'm constantly writing music, writing songs, not only for Tigers, but for all of my solo projects, like Screaming Shadows or my solo project and all the other things. But everything that comes into my mind, I wrote down and I record like a demo. So I have hard disks full of new ideas, and now I'm working on a new solo album that will come out in 2025.
Right.
So, and I'm releasing every single song like a single before releasing the album,
Yeah.
like a lot of bands are doing now because of Spotify, because of digital distribution.
Yeah.
So that's the way music works now. So I have to do that. And I had this very Led Zeppelin Whitesnake song that's Cyberlust, that became Cyberlust, you know. And I thought that Jacopo's voice was perfect for this song. So I asked him, would you like to sing this song for me? And he said, yes, of course. And that's all. But the topic of the lyrics um, uh, speaks about a very uh, current topic, you know. I'm talking about the addiction to pornography,
Mhm.
but not only to pornography, but the addiction to sexy and naked girls on the web. Not only pornography, but also on social media,
Yeah.
because it's full of, and I'm not only talking about OnlyFans or this kind of things, but also about, as I told you, sexy and naked girls on Instagram or Facebook or everywhere on the web. So that's the topic of the song.
Obviously, yeah. Um, yeah, it's definitely seems to be the main thing these days, isn't it? I mean, I came across a pop song the other day and I was like, what the fuck? I couldn't believe like this video, like it's aimed at like youngsters really young, and you're like, really? So yeah, I know what you're saying, man. Um, um, so you're telling us about the album. With the album when it comes out, are you gonna have different vocalists on each track, or are you gonna mix it up a little bit?
Because there will be songs sing by me and songs sing by other singers like David Riedman, that's the singer from Voodoo Circle and Pink Cream 69.
That's
I don't
right.
know if you know if
Yeah,
you know him.
yeah.
He's a friend of mine because we met in Germany, because I used to live in Germany for a couple of years. And we met there. We became friends because, I'm a fan of David and of his music. So, and I also wrote a very bluesy Whitesnake song for him. So, and the title of the song is Lost Souls, and
Right,
it was released a couple of months ago.
right.
And there will be also Gianni Pontillo. I don't know if you know him. He is the singer of Victory,
Of
the
course,
band of Herman Frank,
that's right. Yeah,
the
very
ex
good.
guitar player of Accept,
Hmm. Yeah.
and he will be the guest in another song, and that's all. it will be a very it will be an album with songs I wrote and I produced maybe 5 years ago,
Right.
and songs I produced yesterday. So
Okay. That's cool.
yeah.
So
Not
like,
all the songs will be written and produced at the same time.
I mean, your debut album was fantastic. I remember reviewing it. Um, with this one, when it gets released, do you plan to actually take the album out on the road? Or is that going to be difficult with your commitment to Tigers of Pan Tang?
Yeah, I hope to bring the new album on the road, and I'm working on a couple of shows in Germany,
Mm-hmm.
because Italy, I don't know if you know, but I live in Sardinia. That's
Okay.
an island in Italy. So it's very hard to move from here and to arrange shows. And also the situation in Italy is not very good for new hard rock and new metal bands. So I prefer to skip Italy and to start working from Germany, where where I know a lot of musicians and a lot of people. So I hope that for this new album, I'll be able to arrange 5, 6 shows in Germany. I'm
That'd
working on it.
that'd be really cool, and hopefully maybe even do. I know it's so like COVID-19, but maybe do some live streaming. If you're not going to get over to the UK with it or other countries where you've got fans, that'd be amazing as well. If you could do that, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know, but I'm trying to do my best. That's all I can say.
All right.
It's not very easy to arrange shows now.
No,
Yeah.
everywhere's
For
closing. Of
yeah. After COVID, everything became very, very hard for musicians. So,
course.
and also obviously the music business is really changed from the 80s or from the 90s. Now
Yeah.
it's completely different. That's why I'm releasing every single song like a single instead of a full album. Yeah, at the end I will release also a full album, but you know.
Yeah. Okay. Well, talking about albums, then let's go into our 666. So, can you give us your 6 albums, your 6 favorite albums, and why?
Yes, of course, but yeah, I have to apologize because the first album for me uh, is from the first Iron Maiden album to Seventh Son.
Okay.
That's my first favorite album, because if I don't say that, I have to say that my favorite my first favorite album is Iron Maiden, the second Killers, the third The Number of the Beast, the fourth Peace of Mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the Maiden's album, because I'm a huge Iron Maiden fan.
Yeah.
So yeah, I all the things I did in my life, I did them to be like Iron Maiden, because they are my heroes still now.
That's amazing.
Okay, so the second favorite album is Defenders of the Faith by Judas Priest.
Hmm.
Okay, and it's not easy because Judas Priest are one of my favorite bands, but uh, the music, the Judas Priest music, changed a lot from the first album to the last albums. And if we listen to British Steel or to Jagulator, they are two completely different bands. So I have to say Defenders of the Faith because it's my favorite, but also Painkiller, it's one of my favorite Judas Priest's album. So then the third album is Alchemy by Yngwie Malmsteen, because Yngwie Malmsteen is one of my best guitar players. The fourth album is Adrenalize by Def Leppard.
Yeah.
Okay. So the fifth is Hail to England by Manowar.
Yeah.
And the sixth is The Divine Wings of Tragedy by Symphony X.
Oh yeah, that's a good. Yeah, no one's ever said that one before. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
cool.
it's a great album. Yeah, yeah.
So now we're going to go random. So, do you prefer vinyl or digital?
No, vinyl, 100% vinyl. No, you know, it's very hard for me to listen to digital music.
Right.
I still prefer to, you know, turn on my stereo and you know, listen music from CDs and from vinyls.
Same. Yeah, I can't get away with. I hate Spotify anyway. If you were in a coma, what song would you have playing wake you up?
Oh fuck! It's very very hard to answer. I'm sure it have to be an Iron Maiden song. I don't know which one, but you know, an Iron Maiden song.
Okay. If there was a made-up song about your personality, what would it be called?
Sorry.
If there was a made-up song about you, about your personality, what would it be called?
I really don't know. Yeah. No,
You don't know, that's fine. All right, so next one then. Do you prefer festivals or small intimate gigs?
uh, I don't know. It's hard to answer because the good thing about festivals is that you can see and you can watch a lot of bands, different bands playing, and the atmosphere, you know, it's great. You
Yeah,
know, it's great, and you can, if you play with bigger bands and if you play with with your heroes, for example, you know, because sometimes it happens. Uh, it's amazing because I'm still a fan
yeah,
inside. So I'd like to have a picture with my heroes, you know, and all of these things. But it's also very good to play in small gigs and in small venues, smaller venues, because I also like very much, you know, the contact with the audience, you know, have them very close, and also after the show go down the stage and stay with them and spend a couple of, you know, words with them,
yeah.
and it's great. I like it.
That's
So
brilliant. Do you prefer pizza or pasta?
pizza, of course. 100% pizza.
And Juventus or AC Milan?
You no, 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 no. I hate football. I don't like football. I don't care. You know, I don't
Good
watch.
answer.
You know. Also when there are mondiali. How can I say? You know, when Italy plays, you know, matches. I don't watch the matches played by Italy. You know, the Italy team. You know,
Yeah.
I hate football.
So do I these days. I never used to, but I do now. I can't be bothered with it. Tigers have a massive following. When did you first discover their music?
Yeah, I discovered the Tigers music when I was young because I grew up with Iron Maiden and you know, all the music from the new wave of British heavy metal. You know,
Right.
so I discovered them when I was young, and obviously for me it's an honor to be part of this cult band from the new wave of British heavy metal.
I can imagine. I've interviewed Rob many years ago now. He was still working on the trains. Is he still doing that?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah.
He told me that in the interview. He said sometimes he'll be like doing the tickets or something, and someone will be looking at their laptop or phone. They'll say, "Is that you?" And it's just weird things like that happen to him all the time. That's
I
crazy,
can
man.
imagine.
It's crazy. first would go three vocalists, your favorite three vocalists first.
Yeah, of course. My favorite vocalists are Bruce Dickinson, Eric Adams from Manowar, and Rob Alford, from Judas Priest. Very easy.
Three guitar players, guitarists.
Yeah, guitar players. The first one is Adrian Smith,
Yeah.
because he wrote the solos, and I like this kind of thing, and I try to do the same, because there are guitar players that improvise solos, and there are guitar players that write solos, and I like to write solos, and I like that the guitar solo is a part of the song. It's like a song inside the song.
Mm-hmm.
And I always prefer to play live the same solo I recorded in studio. So the second guitar player, my second favorite guitar player is Yngwie Malmsteen.
Right.
He's one of my main influences. And the third one is Phil Collen from Def Leppard. Adrenalize is an album that I love. I love every single note of the guitar, and the guitars are perfect. The sound, the notes, the feeling, everything. It's a masterpiece.
It's a fantastic album. Adrian Smith, have you ever heard of his band Psycho Motel?
No.
I mean, check him out. It's funny, left Aiden for a short while, didn't he? He had a band called Psycho Motel. Fantastic. Honestly. I mean, it's released, I think, 1994, 95. It's a really good album. Really, honestly, I can't recommend it enough. Right. Can you then, with the Tygers, tell us the highlight of your career playing with them so far?
Yeah, we played in a lot of big festivals, and it was great. But for me, it's very hard to answer, because I'm looking for the perfect live show, the perfect live performance. But it's not only about me. It's about me, and about the band, and about the venue, and about the audience, and about the sound system, and it's about the organization of the festival, or the gig. So but I'm it's still in my heart. In a show we did in England, the Standard Festival.
Oh yeah.
A couple of years ago, we did the Standard Festival, and it was a very special show for me. The headliner was Michael Schenker, and the Michael Schenker's drummer is a friend of mine, because he used to live in Sardinia, Bodoshoff, and he's also a friend of Martin Engelin. Martin Engelin is a bass player from Germany, who's a very big friend of mine.
Right.
And in my previous solo album, It's Me, Bodo played and recorded drums for one of the songs of the album. So, and we met there, and it was fantastic to talk with him in this situation, and also the weather was beautiful. The venue, the location was amazing, and it's a show very close to the perfect show for me. So on that festival, I have to say.
All right, can you tell us why we should check out your work, your solo work?
Because it's great music. I always made music with passion, with my heart, and it's always 100% honest. And in my previous solo album, It's Me, I'm involved not only as a guitar player, bass player, producer, but also as a singer, because I like to sing. So and a very important thing for me is to write all the different kind of music I like, not only heavy, but also hard rock or maybe progressive, you know. And I like to let the creativity flows. So that's what I do. And if you like real inspired and honest music, why don't you have to listen to my music, to my album? You know, give me a chance. I don't know.
Turning into dust, search for salvation.